Hi Jan-Apr, and welcome to our second booklet from January to April. And today we're going to be looking at pages 3 and 4. So basically on page 3 we're going to do a basic colour theory recap. And as you can see, the primary colours, there are 3 of them, and they are red, yellow and blue. And you cannot make, no other colours can make these primary colours, so you can't mix anything to get red, yellow or blue, a bit like prime numbers in maths. The secondary colours are green, orange and purple. And in order to get a secondary colour, you have to mix 2 primaries together. So for green, you would mix yellow and blue. Orange, you would mix red and yellow. And for purple, you would mix red and blue. The tertiary colours are the third family of colours, and they are a mixture of a primary and a secondary colour. So for example, yellow is the primary, orange is the secondary. Red is the primary, orange is the secondary. Red is the primary, purple is the secondary, and so on, okay, throughout the rest of the colours. There are 6 of them in total. But today we're going to be focusing a little bit on tints and shades. In order to create a tint, we have to add white to a colour. An easy way to remember this is the I in tint corresponds with the I in white, okay? So if you want to create a tint, you add white. To create a shade of a colour, we must add black. So the A in shade with the A in black will help you to remember that, okay? So just to recap, to create a tint of a colour we add white, to create a shade of a colour we add black. So today we're going to have a look on page 4, and we're going to do a little painting exercise to fill this in, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a look at putting in, for example, our red. So I'm putting my paintbrush into the water and then into the little temper block in your paint tray, and try and mix it as well as you can, not too much water now as well, okay? And we want to just outline the shape of the box. Just do the best you can. You will be using the tip of the brush when you're doing this. Okay, and then either paint it across or paint it down, which goes with the nature of the shape. Okay, so that's our red. Now, in our little table below that, we're going to show the red plus the tints and the shades. So again, we'll just outline the red, which is a little reference for us in the middle of this little table. Going to outline that, and again, going with the nature of the shape, we're going to paint down the way, or we can paint across the way. Let's blend them in a little bit more. Okay. So the next thing we have to do is we have to try and add white to it. We're going to create a tint. So make sure you wash out your brush and clean it off on the paper towel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little tiny bit of water into my red, or into my white, sorry. And I'm going to get it as creamy and consistency as I can and put it into the tray. Then I'm going to add a wee bit of red to it. A little bit more. And that should give me a nice pink. Water. Okay, so it's just a little bit of white that has been added to that. Now, because it's already in the tray, we're going to add a little bit more white to that colour. So just keep stirring it until it becomes like a creamy consistency. And add that to the colour that's in your tray already, okay? water. And then what this is going to do, this is going to show us very, very light pink. Go over it a couple of times just to get color there. Okay, so as you can see, we've added, there's our normal red, we've added white to it to get a lighter pink, and then again more white to it to get an even lighter pink, okay? So the lighter red and the lightest red, okay? Then what we're going to do, now you need to be very careful when using black, but I want to put my red into my tray first. So make sure just a little bit of water, nice creamy consistency. You may put as much red as you can in there. Okay, so you can see I'm putting loads of red in there. And then what I want to do, grab a brush, and I'm going to dip into the black. Now don't be using too much black. So at the very start, we'll just use a little bit of black. Okay, and as you can see, the color's changing in the tray. So you should get almost like a maroon or kind of a burgundy color, more like a maroon, I suppose. Okay, so we'll just paint that in. You can see it's a darker red, and I'm holding my paintbrush there with little notches to get more control over it. So if I then add a little bit more black to that mix, you can see it even changes in the tray for me. And just slight subtle differences in color. But that's all this should be. I mean, this should not be completely black in here. If it is completely black, you've added far too much black to it, because you're just using the black to tone the color. Okay, so there you go. You have your red, a darker red by adding a little bit of black, and a darkest red by even adding even more black to it. So what I want you to do is I want you to complete the rest of the color, the rest of the primary colors, with the white for tints and the black for shades added to them. So the next one will be yellow. Be very careful when you're adding black to the yellow. Just a wee tiny bit is enough to change the color, and you might get almost like a greeny color there. So don't be worrying too much if you do get that. And then your blues, you obviously be going from blue to a darker blue to almost like a navy in here, okay? And maybe like a baby blue, even into like a sky blue type of thing here. All right, guys, so that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Please make sure to subscribe. All the best, bye.